The spike in coronavirus cases in the coastal bend has many area schools having to alter their instruction plans on, well, nearly a day-by-day basis. While schools in some districts are moving ahead with face-to-face instruction, others have had to pull back. Even though schools in the area are not immune to the reality of having to track their own COVID-19 cases, some have had to pause strides already made toward face-to-face learning and send students back home. Just yesterday, the decision was made to have Toloso Midway High School transition to remote learning only until at least November 30th. The same is true for Robstown ISD's Seal Junior High, as well as Moreno Junior High and A.C. Jones High School in Beeville. Schools that at this point are scheduled to reopen for face-to-face instruction include T.G. Allen Elementary in Corpus Christi, with plans to welcome students back to the classroom on Monday. Students from the Ben Bolt Palito Blanco ISD Elementary and High School will be back that day as well. In Taft, students at Woodrow Petty Elementary are scheduled to return Wednesday. In the West Oso ISD, we have learned that effective immediately, West Oso Elementary School will be practicing remote learning until November 27. In that same district, JFK Elementary is restricted to remote learning only until further notice. And just to show you how fluid this situation is, just into the newsroom tonight, we've learned that the Orange Grove ISD has shut down its high school and junior high for the next 2 school days. That'd be Monday and Tuesday of next week. Students will need to report to remote instruction for those 2 days. Benketti ISD has also announced high school students will transition to virtual learning beginning Monday and extending through the Thanksgiving break. Of course, you're going to want to check regularly with your local school district, as all of this could change.